The year is 2028. In a secure room at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, a red light flashes, an urgent signal from a satellite far beyond the moon. On the main screen, code scrolls, an object, 2028 UN55, is on a direct collision course with Earth. This asteroid, just 50 meters across and nearly invisible, slipped past all our usual defenses. Detected by an experimental sensor, it's a cosmic ghost, dark, silent, and fast. The warning time? Weeks, not years. The fate of a city now rests on a secret plan, never tested in a real emergency. The team is a ghost crew themselves, engineers and scientists who've worked in the shadows, building humanity's last insurance policy. Their project, often dismissed and underfunded, is about to face its ultimate test. Every decision in this room could mean the difference between survival and disaster. For decades, we've known the real threat isn't just giant planet killers, but these smaller, stealthy assassins. They're numerous, hard to find, and can appear with almost no warning. 2028 UN55 is the nightmare scenario made real, the test humanity cannot afford to fail. Earth flies through a cosmic shooting gallery, surrounded by millions of asteroids. Most are harmless, but some, near-Earth objects, cross our path. We've found over 90% of the big, extinction-level asteroids, but the real danger is the swarm of smaller ones we can't see. Millions of city killers, 10 to 100 meters wide, are nearly invisible, dark, tiny, and lost in the blackness of space. Spotting one is like finding a lump of coal in a pitch-black cellar from a mile away. Our detection methods have limits. Ground telescopes see only a slice of sky, and even space telescopes have blind spots. The biggest, the sun. Anything approaching from its direction is hidden in the glare until it's almost too late. By the time we spot it, we might have only days or hours to act. This isn't just theory, it's a terrifying gap in our defenses. NASA's secret programs aim to close these gaps with new telescopes and technologies. But time and money are always short. Until then, we're playing a cosmic lottery, hoping the next big one doesn't come from where we aren't looking. The challenge? Find threats faster, from every direction. The stakes? Everything. History has already shown us the danger of unseen asteroids. In 2013, a 20-meter asteroid exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia, injuring over 1,500 people. No warning, hidden by the sun. The shockwave shattered windows and damaged thousands of buildings. Had it been larger or made of iron, the devastation could have been catastrophic. Chelyabinsk was a wake-up call. Even small asteroids can cause massive damage. Go back to 1908, Tunguska, Siberia. A mysterious explosion flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of forest. Scientists now believe it was a 50-60 meter asteroid or comet exploding in the air. No recorded casualties, but if it had hit a city, the result would have been unthinkable. These events haunt NASA's Planetary Defense Office. Not theory, but real-world warnings. City-threatening impacts aren't once-in-a-million-year events. They happen every few decades or centuries. The question isn't if, but when, and will we see it coming in time? Our luck won't last forever. Detection isn't enough. We need a way to act. Enter Project Chimera, a rapid response kinetic impactor, humanity's cosmic billiard shot. The idea is simple: slam a heavy spacecraft into the asteroid, nudging it off course. The DART mission proved this works, but that was with years of prep and a known target. Chimera must launch with only weeks of warning, hitting a small, dark object with near-perfect precision. The risks are huge. If the navigation fails, or the impact shatters the asteroid, disaster could multiply. Engineers race to perfect AI guidance and sensors, simulating thousands of scenarios. It's a weapon that must work perfectly, first try, against an enemy we've barely glimpsed. The stakes, the survival of a city, or more. The kinetic impactor is elegant, but NASA has a backup, the nuclear option. Not a Hollywood-style explosion, but a standoff detonation, vaporizing part of the asteroid's surface to push it off course. It's the only hope for large asteroids or those found at the last minute. But using nukes in space is politically explosive, risking treaties and global trust. The debate is fierce. Is the risk of impact greater than the risk of weaponizing space? Scientists see it as a tool of last resort, running simulations for the worst-case scenarios. For a truly massive threat, no other technology could save us. It's a cosmic gamble, betting our survival on the least wanted option. Planetary defense isn't just about technology, it's about people, warnings, and politics. In the 1990s, scientists warned about small asteroids, but their calls for better detection were ignored as too costly. In 2002, a football field-sized asteroid missed Earth by a cosmic hair, and we only found out after it passed. History repeats. Warnings are often lost in bureaucracy, overshadowed by budgets and politics. Engineers know the risks and limitations, but their voices compete with 1,000 other priorities. The fate of the world could hinge on a warning that's heard or ignored. The struggle is constant, experts versus decision makers, caution versus urgency. Sometimes, the difference between disaster and survival is simply who's willing to listen. Behind the technology are real people, scientists and engineers who carry the weight of planetary defense. They work long hours, often in obscurity, driven by responsibility and the knowledge that a single mistake could mean disaster. Imagine being the one who discovers a collision course, checking, rechecking, knowing the world depends on your math. Careers are gambles. Years of work can be cancelled, warnings dismissed, reputations risked. The story of Dr. Elena Petrova, a fictional but typical expert, shows the cost. Her warnings ignored, her career sidelined. The safety of our planet depends on listening to uncomfortable truths and trusting those who deliver them. Creating a culture where concerns are heard is as vital as any telescope or spacecraft. The human cost isn't just potential catastrophe, it's the stress, sacrifice, and risk borne by those who watch the skies. Our survival depends on their vigilance. History is full of cautionary tales, ambitious projects that failed from neglect or overreach. The Strategic Defense Initiative, the American supersonic transport, grand visions undone by cost, politics, or lost momentum. Planetary defense is vulnerable to the same fate. It needs steady funding, political will, and constant maintenance. If support falters, expertise is lost, and our last line of defense could be half-built when we need it most. Complex systems can't be switched on after years of neglect. They need care and readiness. The greatest danger is go fever, the urge to launch before we're ready, driven by panic or pressure. The Challenger disaster showed the cost of ignoring warnings. For asteroid defense, the temptation to act too soon could be fatal. Learning from past failures is essential, so our last defense doesn't become our final mistake. A secret buried in old mission data could change everything. The Janus probe, testing sensors on a dark asteroid, found something strange, a brittle, crystalline core unlike any known meteorite. The Janus anomaly means some asteroids might shatter easily. Good news if we need to destroy one, but it's a double-edged sword. If we don't know which are fragile and which are solid, a kinetic impactor could turn one threat into many. A single shot could save a city, or create a shotgun blast of deadly fragments. Our best weapon might be more powerful than we thought, or far more dangerous. The secret to survival could be hidden inside the very objects that threaten us. The Janus anomaly is both hope and warning. In the end, our fate may depend on understanding the enemy before we act. The cosmos doesn't care about our plans, only our readiness.